touch it. That's bright.
What I kind of want to do is go real quick through what happened and what we see and what happens to these people after all this happens. The first young man here was in the backseat of the pickup truck. As you see, he's got a nice gaping wound on his shoulder. This young man loses his left arm. The injury is to the point where it can't be repaired. He also has some facial trauma that he has to live with the rest of his life. He can't be repaired by plastic surgery. So at 18 years old, he now has one arm. Facial injuries, plus the psychological problems of seeing his friend get killed and be involved in the accident. The young lady that's in the red dress here, all I can say about her is her family has to bury her 3 days later. Probably about the same day that everybody's getting ready for graduation. Her parents have to live like the trooper was talking about with that for the rest of their lives. Our driver of the vehicle. He's got some facial trauma, minor injuries, which he gets over quite well. He becomes a resident candidate at Sheriff Dave's Great Wall Hotel, as we call it. And he goes to court. Probably spends anywhere between 5 to 6 months trying to find a lawyer that's going to take the case. Then his parents have to lock just about everything they own to pay for the lawyer. Then on top of that, he was charged with DUI, vehicular homicide, and state prison. Prison system, the way it goes today, he may get 10, 15 years, depending on which judge he sees. The young man was a driver of the vehicle that he hit, fell into the windshield. One thing I can say for him is next time he wears a seatbelt. He has multiple facial trauma. All the bones in his face are fractured. He has 19 surgeries to repair his face alone. His entire face is steel plates. On top of that, he has skull fracture. Get him in the hospital. They have to burn 2 holes on top of his head. Put a meter on him. See what the pressure is. 2 days later, his head's about the size of the base of a basketball. By the 5th day, he can't distinguish any features on his face. 2 weeks later, it's starting to come down. Now they start thinking about the surgeries. This whole time he's been laying in bed with a tube shoved down his throat. Breathe for him. He's going to have a tube shoved down his throat to feed him with. He's had multiple IVs. He's going through about a dozen antibiotics because of all the injuries and all the contaminants that he came in contact with during the accident. And he also has to live with facial injuries, some paralysis, some memory loss. He's the innocent bystander. The young lady that was in the backseat of the car, she had a few minor cuts and bruises, nothing major. As far as physically, she dwells on seeing her best friend killed. She dwells on the fact that she couldn't do anything. Within the year of graduation, she's drinking all the time. The only way to forget it, she drinks, she stays strong. She can't hold a job, she can't go to college. She can't pass college entrance exam because she's always drunk. Then the alcohol doesn't work anymore, so she starts going to see doctors and they start giving her pills. And she starts what we call doctor shopping. Doesn't tell any of the doctors that she's seeing somebody else, but every doctor gives her pills. I grant you, this is probably how our system, but that's what they do. Within 2 years, she's on so many drugs, drinking so much alcohol, she's ready to hit the street. I think she knew. She's got to sell something to make that money. It's not funny. It's happens. Sorry. It happens. For 5 years, she's in a mental institute. She's been committed to a state mental institute. Because she's been to detox so many times, they can't do anything to her. She refuses any help, so the last thing her family can do for her is have her committed to a state mental hospital. She lives out her remaining days of her life, which would be very short at this point, because of all the damage she's done to the alcohol and the drugs in the mental institution. Gang, thank you guys, I really appreciate it.